Dear students, in this video we'll deal with the topic that is law of conservation of the mass. This law states conservation means fixed, that is the mass remains fixed within a chemical reaction. Whenever any chemical reaction is conducted in chemistry, the mass remains conserved, that it remains fixed. There is neither a loss in the mass of the reactants and neither there is a gain in the mass of the reactants. So it has two main points in this. So we have two main points. Number first is mass can neither be created nor it can be destroyed. And second is total mass of the reactants is equal to total mass of the products in any chemical reaction. This I will prove you with the help of an equation. Now in your books there is an experiment given to prove this law. This is a conical flask in which we have taken a silver nitrate solution, and this is an ignition tube which contains concentrated HCl solution which is hanged with the help of a string through this rubber cork. And now we will weigh this apparatus, and suppose the weight of this apparatus comes out to be X. We are taking it as X before the experiment is to be conducted. And now we'll tilt this ignition tube a little bit so that both the solutions come in contact, and when these two solutions come in contact with each other, that is silver nitrate and HCl, then the product formed is a curdy white precipitate of silver chloride is formed. This is a precipitate, insoluble part of a chemical reaction which is shown by a downward arrow, and nitric acid. Now after the reaction has been completed, we'll again weigh this apparatus. So again you will find that the weight of the products is X, that is weight of the reactants. If it is X, then after the reaction also whenever you will weigh the products, the apparatus with the products, then again it will come X, or some value will come which is both are equal. So that is mass of reactants is equal to the mass of products. Now this we can prove with the help of chemical equations also by calculating the weight of reactants and products. In this first example you are seeing carbon plus oxygen is forming carbon dioxide. The part on the left hand side of a chemical reaction are called reactants, and those on the left side are called as products. Now here we are taking the mass of one by one of each element. Mass of carbon is 12 units. And mass of oxygen, one atom of oxygen has weight 16. Because there are two atoms, I have multiplied by 2. So you are getting here 32U. So total weight of the reactants will be 12 plus 32U, that is 44 units. Now here mass of products, mass of CO2, how you will calculate? Carbon is having weight 12 units and oxygen again 2 atoms. So 16 into 2, and again you will calculate, you will get it here 44U. So LHS is equal to RHS, and hence the law of conservation of mass is proved here. So there is neither a gain nor a loss in the weight of products from that of reactants. So mass remains conserved in the reaction. Again we are taking one more example. Carbon dioxide when react with water, it will form carbonic acid, H2CO3. Now again we calculate the mass. Mass of CO2 is equal to 12, that is the mass of carbon, and oxygen 2 atoms are there, so 16 into 2, you will get again 44U that we have calculated on the top also. Mass of water, hydrogen is having atomic mass 1, so 1, and 2 atoms are there, so into 2 plus mass of oxygen, so that is 18U. So total mass of reactants will be equal to 44 plus 18, that is 62U. Mass of carbonic acid, mass of hydrogen is 1, 2 atoms, so into 2 plus 12, that is of C, and oxygen is 3 atoms, so 3 into 1 atom weighs 16. So total when you will calculate, you will get again 62U. So because LHS is equal to RHS, again the law of conservation of mass has been proved here. So this is about the law of conservation of the mass. That is the last topic of chapter number 1. And next now we'll discuss the exercises of this chapter. Thank you.